Come on into my territory. Spikes breaking bread. You're gonna want more.
Hi and welcome back. Today on episode 7, I'm going to be showing you how to make an authentic pesto genovese. I'll bet that just about everyone out there's got a jar in the fridge that they bought from the supermarket. Well, no need for that anymore. Even though it's so incredibly easy to make and only takes like 5 minutes, most people have never tried to make it themselves at home and therefore they don't know the difference in taste. It's such an incredible taste explosion that once you've tried it yourself, you'll wonder why you never tried it before. I know there are heaps of products on the market that call themselves pesto genovese, but if you have a look at the ingredients on the label, you'll see that 99.9% of them, even some of the really expensive and supposedly good ones, they're made with sunflower oil, cashew nuts, natural colours, natural flavours, sugar, and lots of stabilisers. I mean, what are more natural flavours than what comes out of this stuff here? Let's go through the short list of ingredients now. Very simple. Of course, to start with, you've got basil, fresh, fragrant, and absolutely beautiful. Of course, you also need a very good olive oil, an extra virgin cold pressed one. It's important that you get a fruity flavoured and not too bitter olive oil. If I were you, I'd spend a couple of extra dollars on it, because the cheaper ones, even though they may be cold pressed, some of them tend to be really bitter and you end up by ruining your pesto flavour. Then we've got 2 different sorts of cheese, half and half. We've got Parmesan cheese and we've got pecorino. Pecorino is a similar sort of a cheese to Parmesan, but it's made of sheep's milk. Then we've got some chopped up garlic, a large pinch of salt, some pine nuts, and that's it. You don't need anything else. Later on, whilst I'm making the pesto, I'll add a dash of hot water just to make it blend a bit better, but I'm not going to put that here in front of you. Let's get straight down to it. The first thing to do is to lightly toast the pine nuts in a pan without oil. This gives them a much nuttier taste. Keep them moving around so as not to brown them too much. Next, roughly chop the basil leaves. Make sure you don't go the easy way and use the stems as well, because the stems have absolutely no taste at all. Chuck them into a bowl, chop up the cheeses and throw them into the bowl as well. This is all just to make your mixer's life a little bit easier. Add the salt, the crushed garlic, the pine nuts, have a quick drink of beer, mix it all together, put it into the blender, add a large splash of olive oil, and blend it. Now it's time to add the hot water, just a dash, maybe 1 or 2 tablespoons. And you can see what happens. It makes the pesto blend better and gives it a slightly milkier colour. And basically that's it. Adjust the thickness of the paste by adding more oil if necessary. Okay, maybe I was fibbing a bit when I said 5 minutes. I've got such a dodgy little mixer that it took about 10 minutes. Big deal. So, it's finished and this stuff is beautiful. What I'm going to do now is going to put some noodles on. The pasta that we're using is called bavette, and that's very close to the original stuff that they used to use way back when this was invented. So, I'm going to put the pot on, boil some up, put the pesto on top, and then we're done. What did I say? Quick and easy. You won't believe how good this tastes. Much, much better than the stuff you buy in the store. I've made enough today for a couple of months, if you really look at it. But don't worry, it settles down, the olive oil comes to the top, and to store it, pour a bit more olive oil over the top to really cover it. Then it can stay in the fridge, in a jar, for at least a month. And you can also freeze it. Thanks for joining me again this week. Hope you enjoyed it. As usual, the recipe's down below. Hope to see you again next week. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
And now for a few words of wisdom. Never trust a skinny cook.